Quick bit of context first. Amateur Rashid Chowdhury, also known as Tuttle, is a publisher, writer and editor based in Bangladesh. In 1920, Tuttle started publishing and editing the magazine Shadhashah, meaning pure voice. The magazine soon became a platform for young and unconventional writers in Bangladesh. In February 2004, Chowdhury opened his publishing house in Dhaka under the same name, primarily printing works of open-minded and progressive writers in his country. Since 2013, Bangladesh has seen an escalation of anti-secular violence and an increase in attacks on freedom of expression which the state authorities have failed to tackle. 2015 saw the murders of 4 distinguished bloggers, Avijit Roy, Rashikar Raman, and Ananta Bijoy Das and Niloy Chakrabarti, 3 of whom were close friends and associates of Chowdhury. On the day of Avijit Roy's murder, he received the first death threat via his Facebook account. He reports that his picture and that of the Shadhashah officers were posted online with the message that he would be killed, and that the officers would be set on fire for publishing works of the so-called atheist writers. Chowdhury filed a case with a section of the Dhaka Metropolitan Police. However, he was only advised to be careful and not to move around too much, and told that Bangladesh is not a suitable place to publish the sort of books he prints. He was not given any protection by the authorities. After reporting the threats to the police, he began receiving telephone death threats from various unknown numbers and was forced to change his. His wife, also a writer and blogger closely linked to Shadhashah, also began to receive telephone death threats. On the 31st of October 2015, a group of men barged into Shadhashah's Dhaka office. Witnesses reported that one of the assailants had initially claimed to want to buy a book, but once inside declared, "We're here to kill Tuttle." They attacked Chowdhury and 2 other writers with machetes and guns, leaving Chowdhury in a critical condition, before locking the wounded men in the building from the outside. The same day, the offices of the Jagriti publishing house, which had also published writing by Avijit Roy, was attacked, and the publisher Faisal Arifin Dipon was killed. Less than a week after the brutal attacks, and while still in hospital, Chowdhury took to his computer to prove that he would not be silenced. He wrote, "I am, I was, and I will be in the fight for free thinking. Stay with me, Bangladesh." As of early 2016, he is living in exile with his family. This is for Tuttle. Shadhashah. Self-censored, beheaded hen counts backwards from when, beat to blue, it was the maybe flight that someday roosting broody thought, that rakes the grass and mud for scratch and turns over kernels dropped from the empyrean to see in them the promise speaking out from air to build a clutch of eggs. Gender-based attacks, I have severed myself in halves. Vexatious case, scoured through evenings and nights. Destruction of equipment/property in the entirety of my eyes, stamped out, choked down, yoked, dumb acts like eyes shut before hatch from open mouth spoken to spoken for, battery said heading for no maybe light, but forced to swallow what it was along with red feathers, no flight, burials, and back-to-back clipped wings, brushing rumours of those that like you have heard. Minor assault means I am unable to breathe. Criminal defamation case, pluck the cloud. Abduction means my head touches the concrete ceiling. So-called it cramps tongue to caution the open eyes in breach of taking air. Followed tick to louse in hounding scared bodies, leached of any more than just body and taught to scare, a language back inside the flesh. This state faith. No faith in state and stateless faith in more than a state of face down, beaten, almost silence. Threat/intimidation means the sky is on the other side of the window. Cadres means born blind in your pursuit. Arrest and police remand await my stretched hand. Painted stairs eye to golden eye opiate, and slick circled on a rickshaw's pageant to see queasy lip to sunlit blade, and watch, as elsewhere, others eyeless turn. Advise to be careful and not to move around too much. To respect the impunity of threats made real and written on the body and forget those threatening to write or writing under threat. Serious bodily injury means air and light on the other side of the window. The term killing means where did you disappear? Not the compliance of headless chickens made to cross the ode from throats, to commit hysteric blank in shine twisted beak and head down from sky, as if any of these words might be taken with the body. or found buried in the neck. Voice ingrained picked like gristle from its passage in the air is a lie. This is as nothing that without living still survives.